You're back.
Welcome back to the FlairBar.com show. Once again, my most animated guest I'm going to go with, right?
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I'm happy to be here. I'm honored to be here.
It was funny because we talked in one of the shows that there was, for the longest time, I didn't even know your first name.
True.
True. And I ran into this girl here in Orlando, this other girl, and she's like, oh, do you know this guy, this guy? And I was like, she started describing you, and I'm like, Mark? And she goes, no.
Just no.
She did. 20 minutes later, I said, Schultz? She's like, yeah, that's him. So it was funny that I wasn't the only one.
No, you're not the only. Your mom calls me Schultz.
Well, it's
No, don't be like
she's
that.
got, no, yeah, well, no, it's a good friend. You come over for the holidays
Of course.
and stuff. Now, I want to ask you, you've been involved pretty much since Quest was in the womb,
Yep.
right?
1992.
Too. Long time.
Yes.
I was in diapers. No, just kidding. Oh, wow. But no, this is what I'm talking about, though. You've seen it evolve.
Yes.
Okay, and it's gone from this to that. How would you rate the years in the progression? I'm from a competitor or a judge. Has it evolved in the right direction, or are we kind of losing grip where we were?
I have very, very positive things to say about Quest and the FBA and the people involved with it. It really continues to move forward, and the people that are in charge have the best interest at heart. Some years better than others. Some competitors lose focus, which that's where I get a little upset that they've forgotten the good spirit, the companionship, the sportsmanship between each other. But as far as the people in charge, yeah, I'm very pleased.
Now, let me ask you this. People are constantly saying, oh, let's compare Michael Jordan to LeBron James, right? Different eras,
Right.
different times of basketball. So if you take someone like Ken Hall and yourself back in the day, compared to the bartenders of today, okay? Obviously, the flair's gotten better. It has.
No
hands
comparison.
down, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to be, it's kind of like, oh, I'm going to do better than my father. It's like you want to do better than the competitors in the past. But take all that bottle flipping out of the way, okay? Take all the flipping out of the way, because at the end of the day, a speed round and a speed round's the same. Making drinks really hasn't changed. You had the creativity. But do you think like the Ken Halls of yesterday could compete with the Rodrigo Del Pesces of today?
Oh, there's no question. The resources that the kids today have is much different than the resources that Alan Mays, Bill Long, Ken Hall had. And maybe it's because I'm old, but I appreciated the spirit back then more, because we weren't doing it for the money. We weren't doing it for a visa to stay in the United States. We did it because we loved it, and we did it because we got to see each other once a year at these competitions. Again, I mentioned the sportsmanship and the companionship seems to be lacking where it wasn't then. But the dedication has not changed.
Yeah.
The focus has not changed. The creativity has not changed. Just it's more advanced now.
If you could see Flair go in a certain direction, which way would you personally like to see it?
Naked.
Naked. I love it already. I'm glad that they don't practice with real glass bottles.
Well, you know. Hey, there's 3 people in the room right now.
Yeah.
One of them's not wearing underwear.
I love it.
You want to bring her on?
She's over there.
You want to go sit on his lap for a second?
I like that you believe me.
I have to believe you. It's all I have to live for.
I'm still grasping the concept of no panties.
I'm just saying.
You know, at my age, it's not often we hear no panties.
Yeah.
Normally we hear depends. You know, at our age, we don't hear panties anymore. It's depends. So, but I always like to end with a question, totally off bartending.
Okay.
Totally just have nothing to do with bottle flipping. Just totally into just off the record. And I have a question for you. Okay.
I'm curious.
The question is, your advice nowadays to all these guys, okay? Is it best to get the extra pump or just pull out?
All right, he wins. I win! Rules! 4 years later, you got me.
It's our lovely guest, and
But I'm back, and I think I'm not the person to best evaluate that question. So, I have a son named Nicholas. What would you recommend to
You have a son named Nicholas? Do please take over payments. $800 a month. He's all, no.
This is all getting it out. Thank God.
Once again, it's Mark Schultz with us. Always fun, always fun. We're actually going to be getting out of here. We got the 12-passenger Hummer limo.
Nice.
I had to say Hummer somewhere in this video.
Yeah, it is
we
us.
got the Hummer limo coming to pick us up. We're going to get on. We're going to finals. Real quick, your predictions.
My predictions tonight. I've got Danilo smoking it. That kid's going to come out of the gate big tonight.
That is the prediction here at the FlairBar.com show right before finals. We'll find out maybe when we do this video.
Oh, and by the way, vote for Megan. Naked Schultz Award.
More with the FlairBar.com show. No panties, depends, pulling out. We don't know what's going to happen next. We'll be back. 4 years I got it.